In this video, we're going to be looking at themes and customization, changing the look of your WordPress site. It's a really fun video, so we're going to first look at how you change the theme of your WordPress site and then how you tweak lots of other little settings by using the customizer. So let's go ahead and jump in. So we're here in the WordPress dashboard, and anytime we can just visit our current site to see how it's looking so far. Now, the only thing I've changed, I've just added a few featured images to each of the posts, just so that you can see how this is affected when we choose different themes. Otherwise, the posts are the same as last time in the last video. Now, we're going to go ahead and look at how you change the theme of the site. So we'll go to the side menu and choose Appearance, and then select Themes. By default, WordPress comes with 3 themes, and the first theme that is installed on all new WordPress versions is 2019. So what we're seeing here is 2019 and our list of blog posts as the homepage. If we wanted to, we can look at one of these other ones, WordPress's 2017. We can have a preview of what that would look like by clicking on Live Preview. Over here are options in the customizer, which we'll get to a little bit later. And here's what the site might look like in this other theme, which is quite nice. So if we decided that this is a better look for our website and we'd rather have that one, we can click to activate and publish. And that's published now, so the theme should be up and running. I'll click X to come out of here. And it says that now our active theme is 2017. You can have loads of themes installed on your website at one time, but you can only ever have one active theme. So 2019 was active, and now 27 is active. So again, if we go to visit our site, do that in a new tab, you can see this is our live site. So a completely new look for our site. This changes what the homepage looks like, and for an individual post, if we click to read through this one, it would change the format of how the posts appear. Things like the slide items, the widgets on the right there would be affected as well. So all these things, little buttons as well, and hover effects, that's all changed by changing the theme. So let's say that we didn't like any of these 3 themes, or they didn't quite suit our needs. Well, that's no problem, because we can always add a new theme to our WordPress. We'll click on this button at the top to add a new theme. And here we're taken to the theme repository, which has thousands of different themes that you can try. You can sort them by featured themes that WordPress would like to show you, by popular themes that lots of other people have tried before, by latest themes that people have just produced, and all kinds of things. You could even put on a feature filter there. So if you wanted to make sure that a theme was accessible or accessibility ready and other things like that, you can choose that. Maybe the different layouts that you'd like to have. Those are all sorts of different options that you have for filtering new themes. So let's say I wanted to add a new theme. I wanted to make sure that it was accessible. I could put that as a filter on and then search for a theme. My blog that I'm making here is about digital fluency in education, so I might put in education. And that'll give me some results for different themes that I might try and activate on my website. So if I was interested in that one, I could just click on it to preview and see how that would look. And that's how this kind of theme looks and works. If I wanted to, I could click install that, and it would bring it over to my website. So quick thing to know about all the different themes in the WordPress repository is that you can install any of them on your website. You might find that if you do add one, it might ask you to add some more plugins, which is okay. We'll look at that in a different video. But maybe a theme might want you to add pro features later on. So it's just always good to be aware of, why is the developer releasing this theme? Is it truly open source, or is it going to ask for you to pay or commit to something later on? But yeah, you could always have a look and play with these different themes and see which one you like. So we at the DMML use a lot of different themes over and over again. One theme that we keep going back to is called Koji. So I'm interested to see what that one would look like. I just happen to know the name of it, so I could type it in there. And there's Koji. I'm going to go ahead and install that on my website. And once that's loaded, I'll get an option to activate. So my WordPress website is now running Koji. You'll see that I have the 3 original themes that ship with WordPress, as well as this new one here that I've activated. And I'll go ahead and visit my site and just to see what that looks like. So as you can see, it's a quite different layout for my theme, but it's for my WordPress website. But all my posts and my content, they're all still there. So if I wanted to look at one of my blog posts now and see how it looks in this theme, it's quite a simple layout. And yeah, so again, totally changes the look. So theme is a way to, after you get a lot of content, a lot of pages and posts set up, it's really fun to play around with the themes and just to see how they might appear and how they display in WordPress. And that is choosing a theme. So next we're going to go ahead and look at the customizer. After you've chosen a theme and one that you're quite happy with, you can customize it further just to see all the different little features. I'll click on Customize. This brings up the Customizer menu. I've changed back to 2019 for this reason, because this is just the default WordPress theme, so you can follow along. You can customize all kinds of things, like our site identity. We can click on that button and type in a different title too there if we wanted to. I can add a logo by uploading something there. Almost all themes will let you upload a logo just there. Some of these options you can also change by clicking on the little blue pencil icon, and that will take you to where the customizer, you can make that change. So that's always quite a useful little shortcut too. You can change things. Quite often themes will let you change colors, and this one has a kind of color theme of blue at the moment, but we can always change that to a kind of different color. You can see that's changing the color overlay on the featured images. I'll leave that as the default. And you can also, from your customizer, change your primary menu and where those things are set for those menus that we set up earlier. And you can change widgets as well. On this particular theme, at the bottom, you'll notice it has these 4 different widgets: the search bar, an archives list of all your old posts, a list of your categories, and meta information like logging into your WordPress site. So let's say I didn't want to let anybody log in or out using the meta information. I can see that widget here, use the drop-down menu, and just click remove to get rid of that one. If I wanted categories to display above archives, I can just drag that one on top. So we can change some of those widgets around here in the customizer if our theme lets us do that. Again, each theme will display slightly different options here in the customizer. And you can also, if you're feeling very adventurous, add some CSS, some custom CSS rules to change the look out of how your WordPress looks. So it's always worth getting some tutorials online about CSS and having a play with that. But let's say that I'm happy with all of these changes so far and everything's looking good. To save our work and to make sure that's pushed live, I'll click Publish. And our site's published. So that is using the customizer. So there are so many themes and customization options available to you in WordPress. It really is worth having a try, just playing around with different ones and seeing what works for you. And that is themes and customization in WordPress.